There we go. Now chat should work.
Yeah, your chat's up.
Okay.
We're not ranked. We haven't even started yet. We're getting the stream ready.
What now?
Uh, Carrie joined. If you want to be a part of it, you can.
Yeah,
You don't have
I
to.
haven't
You don't
even.
have to stay muted.
Can't talk because I'm done with the fan. Okay. That's alright. Alright, I think people have had enough time to join. Hello? I am here ranking more teams for a different division of the VDL, our Distortion World division, and I am joined by another mod, the mod of this div, Mark.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mark. Glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. So, we have all the teams, same format as our previous division, and we have our tier list, which I need to add one more row actually, for our best team.
Very nice.
It's gonna be the same thing we did last time. We're gonna talk about each team for a little bit, and depending on what we think, we're gonna put them in each tier. And then, depending on how many, for all of our S tier teams, we're gonna pick one of them to go into our best team tier.
Very excited. I'm looking forward to it.
So, I think we can. The stream's really laggy for some reason. I don't know how to fix that. So, but still, we're gonna start with Scorch Fiend. I think that team is really solid, honestly. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Skarmory, physical wall, Gudra special wall, and then Chandelure and Obstagoon as both physical and special attackers is pretty insane. Really good speed as well, and then Pheasantipity, really good physical attacker, but another special wall technically. So I think it's pretty gnarly.
Terra's Scyther is on. I think is gonna be a huge problem if it's not prepped for correctly.
Yeah, just Terra normal technician, quick attack, and just nuke things.
And gets access to Swords Dance, really solid speed stat. It gets close combat too. I think Terra fighting sets are really common.
Mm. And Wug Trio for only 4 points, I think, is a really good pickup. Really good speed control, gets flip turn, I believe. So he has good pivoting options with Scyther, of course, as well. Pheasantipity, U-turning, getting those 30% toxics, and they're badly toxics as well, which is going to be kind of a pain for everyone else to try and switch into it. So,
Wug Trio
yeah,
does not
I
get
think
flip
that's good.
turn.
Oh, I lied to you. How does that feel?
Honestly, I think Wug Trio would have been a really solid Terra Captain though if they could have afforded it, but I think these Terra Captains are solid enough to balance that out.
I agree with you.
Terra Plus for one was really surprising actually. I didn't even notice it was there.
I don't I don't really know the plusle text.
It gets I think Motor Drive and Encore. Lightning Rod. It gets Lightning Rod and Encore. So, and then like Nasty Plot, Grass Knot, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch. It can be really good utility or it can be one offensive. So I think Plus was really solid.
Okay, interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how he uses it.
I think that this team could be like a high A tier, like a S tier team, maybe. What do you think?
Uh, because of its first four bonds, just the two absolute walls and then the two heavy wall breakers, both on special and physical side. I would put it at S tier for now, and then we could adjust as we see going. But I'm fine with A if you want to put them there as well.
And I think this team definitely has S tier potential, so I think we can leave it there for now. And if we see teams get better and better, we can drop it.
Sounds like a plan.
This is our Gotham Glass scores.
I hate Glasgow.
Next, we have Slink King, who did not submit a uh, team. So we have
Mm,
your beautiful genre picture here.
the Johning Johners back at it.
Don't do that. I
That's
think that.
Seraphim's roommate, so we could blame Seraphim for that. Our admin, by the way. Good job, buddy. The Time Wizard. Sorry, you were saying?
Nah, you're good. I think the top two really solid, and then Clefairy round three was very, very interesting, personally.
Yeah, I thought he maybe thought we were playing doubles, but I don't know why he would think that. But maybe he has a plan that we don't know.
Yeah,
Specs Terra Fairy Moonblast. The best spinner, obviously, in the league, probably in low tier for Don
yeah,
Fan.
probably.
Volt Absorb or Water Absorb with the Lantern.
Terra Linoon
Uh,
with some belly
Linoon,
drum stuff I can do.
Belly Drum E Speed.
Yeah,
He doesn't have a terrain setter, which would be really good with Sceptile, but Sceptile is just a
with
really good speed
Unburden.
tier
Yeah.
regardless. So
No, yeah, I mean, for low tier especially, where like not a lot of mons reach that 100 speed tier, I think Sceptile is gonna be really, really solid.
no, I agree. I struggled a bit with speed on my side as well. So grabbing all the speed you could get just to make sure people can't run modest or adamant,
Hmm.
just helps with the team building, makes it harder to build for. Um,
Sable, you're saying?
Go ahead. No,
Uh,
you.
Terra Sableye is not Terra Sableye, just regular Sableye. Really good pairing Stremon. Um, Chansey, obviously a really solid special wall, and um, Terra Beldum. I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, Reggie Still and Chansey. One could be physical, one could be special, like we said about the first team. I'm not too big on Heracross, honestly, because I feel like any Scarfed Mon with Aerial Ace, a base 60 attack, would just obliterate it, but maybe I could get proved wrong. I've never used Heracross in Gen 9, so quite ignorant towards that. Last time I used it was Mega Heracross, so.
That's fair. This team doesn't really have a solid special breaker, does it? Because Sceptile's only 105 special attack, which is it's decent, but usually you want your breakers to have really high, like 110, 120.
Yeah, I agree. And to counter, well, not to counter that, but to add on to it, what I said, like Heracross is his physical breaker, but again, just one flying move and it's Dunzo. A
Yeah,
quad effective, not the fastest.
yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
the bulk is really good, the Chansey Reggie still, but they're both weak to fighting, so that's kind of bad. Because if you run into like a special fighting type, you can't really swap Chansey and a Reggie still because they're both weak to it. Um, I'm thinking B. What are you
B.
thinking?
I think B is solid. This team, it's solid defensively. I think it lacks a lot of offensive prowess, like we've been talking about.
No, I agree.
I think B is solid.
I really like Sableye.
Yeah, I think really solid support, man.
The Johnny
Next,
Johners.
next we have your team with I think Absol is really threatening. Mega Absol with its 150 base attack stat. I think it's absolutely terrifying to deal with. It's just start off.
Yeah, I grabbed it because there were only like six megas on the draft board, and they were fucking like Mega Abomasnow and Mega Goleli. I didn't want that shit, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna grab, in my opinion, the best Mega on the board, which, again, in my opinion, was Mega Absol. So that was my thoughts on grabbing that pick. Well, round one.
Yeah, no, it's really solid. It gets Calm Mind, Swords Dance to boost his attack stats, but it usually doesn't even need those, right? With 150 base attack stat, it's just Dark type stab's gonna hit really really hard. I think it gets knockoff. Yeah, especially with like knockoff to remove items.
Yep, it gets
It's
Sucker Punch, it gets Close Combat. Sorry.
now you're good. Yeah, it's gonna be really really tough to prep for. I think
Hopefully, that's the plan.
it's even. I think it's a really good hazard hazard control mon too, right? With magic bound, so opponents have to be a little
Indeed.
wary with when they're gonna click hazards and stuff.
Indeed. And to piggyback off that, with my second and third pick, two other hazard removers with Galarian Weezing and Blastoise. I always struggle with hazard removal, so I wanted to make that an emphasis on this draft. And then my whole army of Terra Captains.
Therapy. Yeah, it's. I'm surprised you picked up so many, but it's reasonable. Yeah, and they're all really
Yeah,
solid.
I have
Sorry.
four Terra Captains, and I still have 10 points for Terra Captains. It's quite insane, but you gotta roll with the punches. I think Terra Pikachu, Carbink, and Golbat are insane for one pointers because I used to use Golbat back in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, just playing in like OU with an Eviolite. So I'm excited to use it here where it could Terra. I know it's in Terra Blast, but for defensive purposes.
What kind of sets would you run normally with Golbat?
Eviolite, Toxic Stall, or Banded, U-Turn, Brave Bird, stuff like that.
It
At
gets
least I
nasty
used to
plot
run that.
too, right? Just to be
Uh huh.
specially a special bird. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're modest and you nasty plot, I think it's your special stat still goes up in like the 500s or high 400s. So, and it gets really good moves for both sides. And then Infiltrator, obviously, to negate all these substitute people that want to set up on me.
Yeah, it's solid. You have
Thank
double
you.
websetters in Vikavolt, and Slurpuff, which
Yeah, so I wanted Pikachu to work, and of course it needs a light bulb, a light ball, not a light bulb. What the hell's wrong with me? So of course, if anything's faster than base 90, they're gonna crap on my Pikachu. So I thought to get two hazard setters, but both of them could set up really good as well with throat spray, bug buzz, and agility on Vikavolt, and then belly drum, unburdened slurp up. So that was my plan on those.
I'm very surprised. One, Hisuian Zoroark was allowed on this board, and two, you got it for what, pick nine? Yeah, pick nine.
Yeah, I only had one really good special attacker in Vikavolt, but it was quite slow. So I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna grab a Ghost type. It's immune to three typings, which is really good. So I'm just gonna make it work. And of course, it hits like a truck. I like running it physical sometimes. Poltergeist is, base 100 isn't bad, but of course, them shadow balls, some spec shadow balls on these low tier mons that don't have, higher than base 100 speed are gonna get it got.
It's nasty. And then just last one is Shaman. Shaman 100 across the board, always solid. I think it gets Swords Dance to set up.
Let's
If it,
go.
it
I got it mainly I mean, of course, like you said, 100 across the board, but natural cure rest, so I could
mm,
always be waking up and getting full HP, late seed, seed flare to lower that special defense, yada yada yada. We all know how Shaman works. It's immune to poison. Well, not immune, but again, you could swap out, and it's a natural cure. So that's why I grabbed it.
I think your team's a solid A tier, honestly. I'd
I
be
wouldn't put that. No, I'm joking. Sorry. I'll put it at A. Sure. Thank you. I won't be biased. The United
you're
Pokemon Association.
you're very shameless plug to this league.
If I'm repping, I'm repping, dude.
Next up, we got Oat Milk, who picked up Mega Houndoom, pick one, which is another very solid Mega, probably one of the best Megas after Mega Absol, I think.
Yeah, I would say it's like 1A, 1B. You can't go wrong with either or, but the other ones after that are quite uh not the best. So I don't know if he grabbed that because I grabbed Mega Absol. Like he's like, oh shit, they're grabbing Megas. Let me grab mine right now, or that was his plan all along. But regardless, it's just a super strong special attacker. So
Very strong hazard removal. Defog, Flygon, Rapid Spin, Tentacruel, Fortress, and I think Toad School.
Gets rapid spin as well, yeah.
And then I think Illumisa gets Defog. Yeah, it does.
When
So
interesting. Yeah, and he has the Sunsetter and Vulpix if he ever wants to run that with the Mega Houndoom as well. I
I think
really
this.
like his Terragappas.
Yeah, I love Terra. I think Bastiodon Terra is gonna be an absolute menace. Like I don't. It's gonna. Its typing is its worst part of it, right? So being able to drop that for a better defensive one, it's gonna make it so much better.
Yeah, it does well in normal draft, so it being a low Terra and low tier, excited. Not, I won a championship with Auroras, so that has like a special place in my heart, and I'm excited to see what he does with it. Doesn't get Terra Blast, but Terra Ground, Meteor Beam, shenanigans, maybe with like a Trick Rumor. I don't know if he has a Trick Rumor, but oh, Mimikyu right there for Trick Room. So
It's also decently bulky, right? With its 123 HP, and it can set up. I think it's snow warding. Yeah, with Aurora Veil. I know Light Clay's banned with Aurora Veil, but it's still really solid just to get that off and let your like mega sweepers come in, set up, and then just wreck teams, which is really I think is gonna do a lot of work.
yeah. Um, what tier are you thinking of, buddy?
I think this team starts off really strong with Mega Houndoom, Flygon, Tentacruel, Fortress, Mimikyu, and then they're like, oh crap, I'm running out of points, so they just grab like random mons towards the end, you know, which they're all solid, but Meowstic, Toad School, I think Hisuian Electrode's kind of overrated, honestly. It's fast, but like, that's it.
Yeah, I like his Hisuian Electrode. I feel like he could have combined Illumise, Meowstic, and Toadschool's points to get a higher tier Pokemon, and not. I feel like he was trying to just get 12, or she, I don't know. Uh, but I agree. The top, it's probably going to be the top six, and then swapping between Auroras and Bastiodon for
Hmm.
their Terragappas.
I'm down to put this between A and B, whichever one you think fits best.
Uh, I don't want to be mean, so we can put it on A.
Okay. And this is the coach of the British Breaksons. Next we have Spicy Burrito.
Very spicy.
I think this
So too
team's
dark. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think this team's solid, honestly, but uh it's bulky. It's a lot bulkier than a lot of other teams here.
Yeah, two dark types right off the bat. Uh, really bulky, natural bulk as well. The top four mons, intimidate crocodile, and then the special defense on muck, the mixed defense, and then the physical defense on earthworm. Levitate on Uxie, and then Earth Eater on earthworm. So they don't really have to worry about earthquakes or ground moves. Quagsire, unaware, really good. Um, only two grass weak Pokemon, so Quagsire should do really well because not a lot of mons are going to be carrying grass moves if you don't have a lot of grass type weaknesses. So that's my input on the team.
I don't like Furret as the removal here, especially if you're gonna set up webs with Revombi. Because Tidy Up obviously removes your hazard. Oh, you have two web setters with Ariados and Revombi. So Furret, Tidy Up, getting rid of your webs as well,
Mm,
it's kind of an inconvenience.
agreed. Uh,
Team's also kind of
they might
passive.
just use that. Sorry.
The team's kind of passive, I think, too, with only Kuruk and Taif coming as the breakers, right? Everything else usually plays a more defensive role. I mean, Rabambi can quiver dance, sweep, and Lurantis, what I guess contrary stuff, but I think it
Yeah,
still takes time to set that up. So
yeah. I feel like every mon besides Crocodile in Typhlosion needs to set up before they start doing a massive amount of damage. Muck can run like AV Max Attack, Drain Punch, knockoff. shenanigans, but it's physically frail and quite slow. Maybe like power up punch, shadow sneak, but yeah, again, seems like he only has two like natural breakers where you just put a scarf on it and you hit things really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really like Orantis though. That's a really good Terra captain.
Mm-hmm. Dropping the grass typing for more a defensive thing, or just like offensive with like superpower, boosting up your attack every turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's really solid.
Gets Leaf Storm as well. Could be a mixed attacker. Interesting.
I think this team's a solid B tier, honestly.
Okay, nothing great, nothing bad. You accidentally put the Braxians in S tier as well.
Oh yeah, this should be one tier down. And who was this? Spicy.
Maybe if they were almond milk, they would go up once. But
Fuchsia ferrets right here.
very cute logo.
Hmm. Next we have King Crypto Nate.
So first two picks I like. Mega Camera Up I think is ass. Haxorus really strong. Superior really strong. Mantine I think is not that good. Avalugg Terra in low tier is gonna be really fun. Hopefully he's not gonna do any annoying shenanigans with Marnie over here or Marini, whatever you want to call it.
Wasn't
I sorry.
not I wasn't saying anything.
I would personally Terra Rotom over Avalugg because no matter what you Terra, you're not gonna want to stay in on a special attacker,
Mm.
and its physical defense is so overwhelming. It doesn't matter really what type it is. It's gonna go in there and get a rapid spin off and recover and stall things out with body press and stuff. So, but I like it. I would have just swapped Rotom with Avalugg, but that's just my play style.
No, I think that's valid. You called camera bad, right? But it's only two weaknesses. Surprisingly, you think fire ground has a lot more, but I think that's just that quad weakness to water that makes everyone think it's really bad. Um, Let me check real quick.
Yeah,
It
maybe he
has,
does like Trick Room with Rotom and stuff to make it work.
maybe.
But if he had a
Um,
Sunsetter, it would be better. I mean, maybe Rotom gets Sunny Day. I don't know. Oh, I know Screamtail does maybe.
I think
But
Screamtail does.
yeah, if you could set up to negate the water, yeah. But I feel like that's just extra steps to go into to make it work when other megas and other mons don't really need to run into those scenarios. But maybe I'll get proved wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. This team has really solid physical offensive potential, especially physically with the Bisharp and Haxers. Especially, it's decent with Mega Camera up to being 145, which is solid. Superior Leaf Storm, but I think it only has like 80 special attacks, so we need to turn to set that up. 75. Okay, that's actually a lot. That's actually really bad. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, the Leaf Storm Contrary really carries it there. But they could also run like Sub Glare,
Yeah,
Leech Seed,
supporting.
and then just yeah, it can be annoying. I never use Oinklown in any draft, so I'm not really sure about all that action. And then Marini there just to be maybe like a toxic spike absorber.
Well, I mean, I think it has solid bulk, right, Marini? It's not like the worst.
Yeah, just really bad HP stat.
It's not the best. 50, 62, 52. So.
Yeah, Eviolite will carry it, but
Hmm. What do you think this team does?
uh, so he has hazard removal, defog, rapid spin. Special attack mons are really weak. Mega camera up is kind of carrying there. I would say B or A.
I'm down to put this in B then.
Okay,
Kryptonite.
sounds
Coach
good.
Phoenix Suncurrents. Next we have I don't know how to pronounce this. Guayu? Guayu?
I do. Old MacDonald had a farm. Geio.
Okay.
That's how I do it.
They're running snow team. As you can
They
see.
are one of our two teams that are running snow teams.
Actually, Carrie's team is not a snow team. It's just a winter themed team, according to him. Don't
Mm,
mix it up.
yes, because it does not snow in the winter.
Oh,
I understand now.
I think this team. It's decent, I guess. I don't really like a lot of these mons personally. Like Frostlass
Uh,
is
no good.
yeah, Frostlass is like fast spikes, Destiny Bond, spin blocker. It's decent, but I think they thought Snowcloak was allowed, and they drafted Frostlass to be like a Snowcloak abuser.
Really? Oh yeah, I remember him talking about that.
I feel like I've
Yeah.
seen.
He drafted Doshman for like the fire to help with the fire weakness, but he's extremely fighting weak. But of course he has Frostlass, I guess. But I guess Doshman helps with both of those, but that's kind of relying pretty heavily on one mon.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mamoswine,
Yeah.
honestly. Not trying to be rude, but I think Mamoswine and Rotom Fan are my only two mons that I like on this team.
No, I can see that. Claydol is not a good spinner. Rapidash, not the best spinner. Rapidash, it's not great. I've looked at it multiple times to see if it works on my draft plan, but I didn't think it was the best.
Yeah, I think its
Who's
move pool is quite underwhelming. This guy's gonna kick my ass this season too much.
gonna...
He's gonna prove me wrong.
on I think this seems like between D and C tier, honestly. It's like I don't want to be mean, but like
I was about to say I'll let you choose that one, buddy.
flip a coin.
Okay, heads or tails.
Toast.
Okay, he's that means you get to choose which one he is.
No.
Okay, so if heads is better, I don't know. Let's put his ass in D. His team sucks. Let's be realistic.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a fucking asshole. Geio. I'm sorry.
Next we
All
have
right.
Raccoon Ryo, who drafted Mega Glalie, pick one.
What a fucking silly hit. No, I'm joking. I'm still being an ass.
Glalie's not bad.
Uh,
Mega Glalie's not bad, right? Yeah.
what is it like base 80 across the stat board with
That's
like
regular
unlimited bench
Glalie.
strength?
Mega Glalie has 120 in both attacking stats and 100 speed.
Oh, okay, it's not too bad then. What about his defense? Is still 80?
Oh yeah, it's 80 across the board for defenses.
Oh, it's not too bad. Gets
They have
freeze dry.
it gets explosion, refrigerate explosion.
Oh, gets refrigerated as well. You're right. So it might not use freeze dry, but it would be good for water types. Jellicent's really good. An annoying bulky mon. So's Umbreon and Gligar. Like holy moly. Uh,
Another really
I think.
bulky team with like
No, Geio. I'm joking. I'm just an ass. Uh, one flaw I see in this team, and I really hope he changes it, but I see why he didn't. Is I would heavily Terra Magneton. If you're gonna have a Magneton, you might as well get rid of the quad weakness.
hmm
You could Terra Fighting or Fire and Steel Trap Mons, and you just counter any Steel type on any person's team like so easily. So I would do that personally, but other than that, I like his team.
I think it's kind of passive. Not I mean passive with Mega Glalie. It's a solid breaker in both stats, right? And then I don't even know Hisui and Sneasel stats actually. Yeah, Hisui and Sneasel's 95, so it might need a turn to set up like Swords Dance or something. And then Delphox, who is 114, so it can definitely be a special breaker, but other than that, this team kind of wants to sit there and Toxic Stall, I think.
I get that. He's also heavily special attacking.
Hmm.
Like you said, Galele could do both, but his move pool is quite limited. And then what else does he have?
I mean, I guess it's all creamy. I
Altaria.
don't know. Altari's actually
Alcremie's
physical, I
another
think.
special attacker though.
Oh,
No, that's what I
whoopsies.
mean. Like he only has like two physical attackers.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about. Yeah.
He's
Altaria
heavy
is
on the
70
special
in both
side.
attack stats.
Okay, I guess D dance.
Yeah, I guess. But I think it needs like 2 turns to actually like do anything with D-Dance.
Probably not Motir. I don't know. I've never dealt with one.
I mean, either.
Good for like Cloud9 to get rid of weather, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we do have two weather teams in the three what three three weather teams.
We have four.
Four? I know.
We have five.
What? Oh,
We
wait,
have
wait.
Oatmilk with the Vulpix. We have
Uh,
Dobesito with the Alolan Vulpix. Uh, Seraphim with the Pelipper. Kari with the Alolan Ninetales. And then Abomasnow with the Goeio. We got a lot
uh,
of weather going on.
huh. Um, where would you put this team? I think it's a solid B tier. Just.
I'm fine with B. I think I'd put an A if Magneton could Terry. Terry, I'm dumb as hell. Terra, but yeah, quite limited.
This is
Go back to this team real
Raccoon.
quick. Sorry.
I just want to check the username.
Okay, sorry. I was gonna say quite ground weak, but no, he has good levitate bombs and falling types, so never mind.
The Valiant Virtuosos, who have this really cool Iron Valiant logo.
You want him at A because you said B. I'm just saying it.
Oh, did I said B? Okay. I don't even remember what I said.
If
Oh,
you
you
want it
said
at A, it's fine.
nah. I think we said if it was Terra Magneton, it was A, right? Yeah.
That would be my opinion. Yeah.
Next up, we got Dobicito, who drafted a very, very, very threatening first 2 months, I think.
Yeah, the rabbit and the fox.
Is
Is that
Alakazam a
what
fox?
Alakazam is? I don't know. I think so. What else would it be?
Oh,
Like a
I.
skinless cat or a
What is
hairless cat? I'm dumb as well.
Davis?
But yeah, really good physical and special attacker. And then you have Moltres, really good physical wall with Flame Body, Cobalion, really good defenses as well, really good spinner, and then Moltres because obviously defog as well. I really like Ferroseed as a Terra. I was gonna grab it, but he said he wanted it, and I respectfully said I won't snipe you when he told me what he wanted to pick, which is why I grabbed Tangela.
Mm.
Being able to Terra out of the quad weak fire uh, type moves is really good. Plus Leech Seed, and he gets like spikes and stealth rocks and stuff like that.
I'm a big
Lapras, another D dancer, huh?
I'm a big fan of Terra Fracture.
Terrafacture is really good as well. Yeah, really good attack stat for a mid tier mon.
Hmm.
Um, I don't see where the Alolan Vulpix places in
Oh
this
yeah,
team. Maybe it's like a
I guess it's for Lapras,
second.
right? Because I guess Lapras benefits before Terra.
Yeah, before Terra. Yeah, maybe if he doesn't want to run Terra on Lapras and wants to bring like the Fracture, I suppose so. Yeah.
I think this team could be like a solid S tier,
Yeah, I
maybe
would
A
say
tier.
this the first six alone is gonna win him a lot of games. You know,
Hmm.
and then being able to bring those Terras where see fit, and then Wigglytuff, Woomtaw. You know, so we can throw an S. I'm gonna go with that.
Dobicito is the coach of the Aurora Ninetales with a very pretty logo.
Oh, nine. Vulpix was probably his mascot as well. That's probably why I picked it.
That makes sense. Next, we got shopping carts. I think Slitherwing's gonna put in so much work this season.
Yeah, that's a deadly first impression right there, especially if he gets like an attack boost.
I mean, they have some
solve.
sunny day mons, right? Does
Huh?
Incineroar they have some sunny day mons, I think.
Yeah, Incineroar gets sunny day.
So giving that thing like an
Tropius,
attack
I believe,
boost.
is.
Yeah, giving
Yeah, most
Slithering like an
likely.
attack boost and like choice band first impressions, I think it's gonna be absolutely nutty if they to like switch into.
Just letting everyone know just to bring every mon have protect and you're good. That's what I'm gonna do. That's just gonna set up in my face.
Incineroar is good support. It can also be run offensive with 115 base attack. Inteleon, really strong special attacker. If I think if Inteleon got access to like Calm Mind or Nasty Claw, it would be absolutely insane.
No, agreed. And Comfey is really good setup mon with triage with its
Hmm.
priority. I love Cofagrigus as well, personally.
I
So I'm
think
like
Cuff,
glad
it's
to
an
play
absolutely
Grigus.
insane mon to deal with.
Togedemaru not being a Terra Captain is something I would point out. Um, yeah, I don't really care for Lunatone, but I guess you need Lunatone to do Luxray. But I feel like Togedemaru being able to tear out of its quad weakness, being
Hmm.
so bulky with like a Rocky Helmet set, would be a lot more beneficial to this team. But of course, he has Mudstill for the defensive wall for that. So I don't even see why Togedemaru is really needed on this team.
What does it get? I don't even know.
Uh, I mean, of course it could be used, but you would most likely want like Mudstill to come in to take like little chip damage to get its stamina boost rather than Togedemaru.
Togedemaru gets Wish apparently.
Oh, okay. Does it get spikes? It gets spiky
Mm,
shield.
let me check. No spikes. It's spiky shield and that's it. It's rocks.
Interesting.
No rock. Okay. I think they're gonna merge just there at like utility with like Nuzzle, spiky shields, wish passing, just because they have some really bulky mons with like Cofagrigus and Mudsdale, and which don't get access to like proper recovery other than like rest. And I know Cofagrigus gets pain split, but it's not really the best form of recovery, right? So I think
Yeah.
healing those guys up would be really really beneficial.
No, agreed. Yeah, definitely. Comfey I think gets screens as well, both reflect and light screen.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh, Cofagrigus gets Will-O-Wisp, Memento as well if he wants to like sack it to set something up. Incineroar is really good with Intimidate and like Parting Shot
Hmm.
or Assault Vest U-turn stuff like that. You could even run like Bulk Up Drain Punch, freaking Power Trip if it wants to. So and Inteleon, fishing for crits. I think this team is really good.
Hmm.
The bottom three mons, kind of all right, but the top is really top heavy. But I feel like that's just gonna work.
I think if you replaced Lunatone for some different mon and then like add Terra Toga Demaru, which this team I think could be like near perfect,
I
honestly.
agree. If I were to give them like any recommendation, I would say Terra Togedemaru and then make the bottom three work itself out after that.
I think that means if we calling this team near perfect, I think this would be a solid S tier, right?
I agree.
This is the coach of XX City. Now we drag him. XX
Can you go back to
City
your seat?
Santos. Yep.
Sorry. 9. How much? What's our point total for Terrace?
16.
Okay, so Togedemaru, you drop Luxray for Probopass, and you Terra Togedemaru and Probopass. Easy. That's what I would do.
Did anyone pick up Probopass?
That's a good question. I haven't seen it yet,
Me neither. I
so I
don't think
don't
anyone
believe
did.
so. Yeah, and that's Togedemaru for like chip things out, and then if you have like a really strong steel type you have to worry about, you bring Probopass with Magnet Pull, and you just tear into fighting and start body pressing them. That's what I would do if I was him. But
No,
still a really
that's
good team.
solid,
Sorry.
definitely. Next up, we got Seraphim, who was supposed to join us, but he's still sick. Poor guy. So,
Quote unquote sick. Right. While he's typing in my mod chat.
that's
Triggered.
crazy.
No, I'm kidding. I'm offended. Oh, it's fine. All right. So he definitely went for the rain, right? With Pelipper, Slowbro, Overglow,
Hmm.
Arachnid in the rain with Water Bubble is going to be pretty gnarly. Um, I see why he chose Diplin as his Terramon. I feel like you have to Terra Shiinotic to make it a little bit less like defensively garbage. But I guess with Diplin and Bronzong, he doesn't really need the Shiinotic to be defensive. But then, like, what do you need Shiinotic for at that point? That's how I see it.
No, I agree. Another thing is I think this team like you could Scarf Volts, which just absolutely runs it. I think, especially running a rain team, you want a ground type or something like that. And you have Pommel as technically an electric immunity, but how often is that coming, honestly?
Yeah, and it's really frail. It's not gonna do the greatest.
Seraphim saying,
Um.
shut up.
Oh, he's listening to us.
Hmm.
Um. Yeah, I agree. His only electric type immunity. Oh, does Alolan Raichu get Lightning Rod, or is that
Mm-mm.
only normal
It's
Raichu?
only Surge Surfer.
Okay.
Palma's the only
Yeah.
electric immunity.
Okay. Garbage, Serathim. You suck. Get the
That's
fuck off my screen.
crazy.
He's D tier. I'm kidding. His top. He's really top heavy.
Hmm.
We can put A or B or D.
Okay, we'll put it A. We'll put it there.
All right. He's the admin. He gets special privileges. No, I'm joking.
That's
He's being a
crazy.
dick.
That's three teams. Next, we got Fluvix. Fluvix? I think it's pronounced like that.
That was really good. I thought it would be Fluffy X.
Honestly, I could see it.
Speaking of Palmo, we got Paul Mott.
I've used Palmot in different low tier leagues. He gets surprising amounts of coverage. Like you wouldn't expect it, but
Yeah, gets Mock Punch too if it needs to run into any like mons that needed that Mock Punched. I really like Terra Galistopod. I feel like
hmm.
that's really strong for low tier. Um, Vaporeon's obviously a good Wish Passer, a Water Absorber, Flip Turner, Noivern, super fast. Executor is really good Terra because he could Terra out of its terrible type and then like Trick Room and then Leaf Storm Eject Pack to get like a slower mon in for it to start doing damage. Granbull, really good type, obviously with Fairy, and then Intimidate. Sand Slash has a spinner. Default
And
out of
Komala
Noivern.
too. Komala spins.
Kamala as well. You are right. And then little Delibird over here delivering packages, delivering these L's.
No, I think Aerialize. What is this thing called? Delibird. Yeah, choice band hustle Aerialize. It's gonna do so
Hmm.
much. Watch.
Then it'd be handle. Then it would be delivering W's because everyone's gonna beat the shit out of it.
For real, for real.
I like the team.
No, I do too. Yeah.
I like the team. If his plan for Executor is Trick Room, who is he going to be Trick Rooming into to start setting up? Galissapod? Because it gets Sword Dance. And if you go, if you're in front of a Galissapod, you're going to think it's going to first impression, which gives it a chance to like set up substitute or something. Hmm. What are your thoughts on the team?
I think it's really solid. Yeah. I don't have a lot to say, honestly. I think this team could be definitely S tier, A tier, one of those.
We'll put it at S.
Okay. I know this one already, so next up we got Void Mole.
Void Mole, Void Mole.
uh
So this, go.
for one thing, Cleavor I think very solid 19-point mon. No one drafted it in our division, which I thought was super duper surprising.
I agree. I also think Mianshao should have been a 19 pointer. So
Yeah. Delma is really good spinner. Swampert really good support. Mod Megalodino. I was there not a better fairy type? I know it can like wish pass, but if you're gonna do that, you might as well just run regular Audino, right?
yeah, and it's a point less too. He should have with the regenerator with it.
Mhm.
It's my only gripe. But yeah, Mianchel is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, and with it
Mhm.
being low tier and Cleavor, they're both U-turning everywhere. Triple Axle and then Stone Axe, obviously with sharpness. Special attacking wise, not the strongest, but then you have Porygon Z back there saying, "Hold up, Buttercup, hold this fucking adaptability shit going on." So
Porygon's nasty. I don't think it'd be allowed, honestly. I'm very
it's
surprised
really
it
good.
was.
Its typing, I mean, its move pool's quite garbage. It's mostly gonna run like Tri Attack. Uh,
It's not that
what's
bad.
the bug? Signal Beam, Shadow Ball, and like Thunderbolt.
It gets Tri-Attack, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, Shadow Ball, Psychic and Psyshock, Ice Beam, and Dark Pulse.
Yeah, terrible move pool.
Mm.
I'm joking.
It gets both
Uh,
beam coverage and really strong stab options. Yeah, it's not good at all.
yeah, and it's a fast boy.
No, yeah, 90 speed's
Uh,
solid. And it can learn like agility too, which I don't think it needs nasty plot if the team doesn't have a proper special breaker or special ball.
in Carcool, a really good one pointer for the value with Flame Body, and he gets Rapid Spin as well, I believe. At least
I think
Colossal does.
Carcoal is decent. It's not the greatest, but it's a cheap one pointer. Might as well pick it up, right?
Yeah, if he's gonna fight like a really strong physical attacker, like the team I think we harped on a bit that has only physical attackers, I feel like it's gonna be a good bring to get burns off.
Mhm.
But that's all it's really there for. Swampert, a really good Pokemon, obviously, for obvious reasons. I like this team. I would say this is my favorite team. I know the Mega Audino is like, you suck, but I like the team. It could Wish Pass, you know? It loses its regenerator ability, but that doesn't mean it can't do what it does
It doesn't
best.
have to mega, right? I mean, if he wants to keep it as regular Dino until just that you want that very
Yeah,
typing in, it's yeah.
it
Honestly,
just has to hold its stone.
yeah. I feel like it really. I think I'd enjoy abusing leftovers. Honestly, I think we'll see the next year.
Now we
Fine.
got the winter team,
Yeah. Our genre for your division too.
the genre of the division.
Okay, if I can get my stream up.
They initially wanted to Terra Smeargle, and I kind of told them that they shouldn't do that. And thankfully, they listened and
Terra
did Terra
Frostmoth is
Frostmoth.
disgusting. They only have one Terra
But
Captain too, right? Can they
yeah,
afford another one?
it,
No,
no,
they
they can't.
can.
Yeah, I kind
Oh,
of had to. I'm not saying they didn't understand, but I was kind of telling them there's no point in tearing Smeargle because it's so frail, anyways. And
no,
I'm glad they listened.
mhm. Oh, one thing, this team's kind of like, if you bring like an ice type with freeze dry, kind of just runs this team, I think. Not freeze, no, there was something I had. I think it was fire types? Was it fire? Yeah, I think it was fire types. A good fire type probably just runs this team.
Yeah, even a Steel type because most Steel types get Earthquake, and
Hmm.
what's its ground immunity? Freaking Hunter.
No, yeah, you're right. I guess it's Raboot for what is it? Fire types, but like, do you really want to bring Raboot every week? No.
Yeah, I feel like just just Scarfed Earthquake just destroys this team unless he brings Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And God forbid it's a freaking Mold Breaker Scarfed Earthquake user. Then he just
Haxorus.
loses.
I think um the top three are really solid, right? And then the team kinda slowly dies. So Titan's good too. It's a good snow abuser, but other than that, the team slowly gets like worse and worse and worse and worse.
I'd agree. Smeargle is obviously like so universal, so that's great. Um, Frostmoth is probably one of the strongest Terras
Yeah,
on the board.
I think the team you know exactly which six they're gonna bring. It's gonna be like
Yeah,
these these five and then Terra Frostmoth. I think that's gonna be like every
and
week.
you don't have to worry about any other Terra Captain but Frostmoth as well. Hmm.
I don't know. This seems kind of
I'd
interesting.
say, huh?
I'd say C to B tier for this team.
I was gonna say C.
C. Okay.
Yeah, that guy's all alone. Look at that. What is that? Snorlax just dead. Just
That's
like D
Slaking.
for dead.
It's a
Oh,
sleepy Slaking.
it's a dead sleep. It's a D tier sleep. Sorry.
And that is our current tier list. But we have a lot of teams in our S tier slot. So if you want to just go look back, pick one, and we'll decide which one's our best team.
So Biasness wants me to say Void Mole, but I think the power of Skarmory, Gudra, and Chandelure and Obstagoon is so hard to break. And then he has like Terra Scyther, Pheasantipity. Uh,
Plus,
so and Plusle, sorry. Hooray. Plusle is the GOAT. I would say between those two, what are your thoughts?
I remember which teams are actually in S tier. We put Dobasita there. I think Dobasito's core is really strong, actually.
Dobazito as well, yeah.
We also got, I think this was Shopping Cart, right? Or Zatu team.
Uh, maybe.
And our Lycan Rock
No, I think
team.
uh damn it. No, I forgot. Let me pull up the doc with all the names on it, the teams. Um what was their team name again?
Oh, it was the XX City Zatus.
Yeah, that's Shopping Cart. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's between Scorch Fiend, Void Mole, and just and Dobasito.
Okay.
You were saying,
I sorry.
you were saying, Scorch Fiend, right?
I would say Scorch Fiend. Yeah, if I wasn't being biased.
I think the a lack of like one thing I think mod brings this down a lot. And then I don't know. There's not a lot I can say about this. I want to like criticize it, but
Well, he only has one really good special attacker, but that special attacker is probably the best special attacker on the board behind Alakazam, and then Debusito has the Alakazam. So, uh,
okay, I think it's
S tier.
between yeah Scorch Fiend and Dobasito.
All right.
I
So
don't
let's
know.
see. So let's view this. Can Diggersby counter Skarmory, or can Skarmory counter Diggersby?
I think
Like one on
Skarmory
one.
always beats Diggersby unless Diggersby gets like Fire Punch.
Mm-hmm. Is it body press it? What about can Alakazam beat Gudra? With Psyshock, it can.
I don't know.
So they're one
Diggersby
for
does get
one
Fire
now.
Punch. That's crazy.
We'll just say one for now. Scroll up. All right. Obstagoon is his physical wall breaker. Can Obstagoon beat Moltres? If it gets a burn, no. Oh, it gets Facade. And it gets Guts, doesn't it?
Yep.
Hmm. Okay, so Obstagoon beats Moltres. Chandelure beats Cabalion because it's a steel type, and Serena. I don't know. I don't know. I think Scorch Fiend is scorching them.
Alright. Okay, you wanna play
But
it
you know,
then?
you could, you could, if you object, you could say
No, I
something.
don't. I'm definitely between those two. It's like I could see either one of them. If do they battle?
Hopefully, let me check.
Let
Uh,
me check.
Scorch Fiend. They do. They do. Week 7. I mean, sorry.
Well, that's gonna be an interesting fight. Honestly, I want to see what they cook up. I think two very balanced teams.
Watch them both be like no wins.
I'd be. I feel that yeah, it's the thing with like PRs and stuff, right? It just depends. It's our opinion. It's not the actual person playing.
Yeah, they might be the worst battler or the best battler. Just to prove us wrong. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I'm down to put Scourge Fiend in slot one, and that will be our tier list. What do you think of it?
I think I should be best team, but it's
Okay.
whatever, you know. No, I like it. I think that was really good. Congrats to Scorch Fiend for scorching the opposition.
Yep. Thank you for joining too for this. It was great
Yeah,
to hear
dude.
your
Of
feedback.
course. Anytime if you want to like live react to battles if we're both around, we can do that too.
Yeah, that was gonna be like a weekend thing for me. Like every Saturday, Sunday, depending on when the battle's finished, I was gonna react to definitely Upside Down, right? And if you were cool with it, I could react to um your Distortion too.
Yeah, of course. And Mer's doing his own league by himself. Well,
Yeah.
he doesn't have to be by himself, but he's making content on his division as well, so that works out cool.
hmm So thank you, and thank you everyone who joined the stream. I see a couple people are still in there, and cause especially 'cause it's a weird time, right? Father's Day and stuff.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
my son didn't call me. Mer, what are you doing? Sorry. That was a joke. You're not laughing. Weird.
I thought I actually called you. Hold on. Alright.
Oh no, he should because I'm his dad. Seraphim, I'm his dad too. I have a video. I have a screenshot
Mm.
proof of him calling me daddy. I added the
That's
proof to bullet.
crazy.
Did you see it?
Alright,
Okay,
hmm?
I'll let you do it. Sorry.
I'm gonna end this stream. Again, thank you to everyone who joined, and a week one battle will be coming out tomorrow. I'll be battling 12:30 today, so and